Man, motherfucking Hoover Dan.
Hello, amigo. Eagle Gardens. Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. This is episode 583.5 WEedNerdWorld. Dirty heads playing in the background. Depending how the mic picks it up. You guys enjoyed that last episode, man. It was fucking nice getting to know Nate from the Red Dragon Brothers there. Super cool guy. Very much hoping he takes me up on that invitation to come hang out a little bit more often in the nerd world. What up, Stu Moo, Il Jelster 420 Green, Prime Minister Robert Green, motherfucking Robert, Mr. GreenFinger's motherfucking Thomas. There we go. But kilowatts. Cheers to you guys. What are you smoking on? Mr. Jeff Papala. Got some amazing plants growing down over there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, see them growing at his IT. Pandemic Bodie face. Cheers to you. Morning, great morning. Still working on this baddie from the last show. Man, this song I just kind of heard for the first time a couple days ago, man. Really enjoyed it. This guy here singing kind of reminds me like he could be a young fucking Kevin Jodry, to be honest with you. Mr. B. Ridley, how you doing? Goonies never say die. Pretty fucking good too. This is the Dirty Head Sloth's Revenge.
Okay, listen up, kiddos. I'm a shark, you're a minnow. Balls on your chin, call your bitch.
Tell you that guy looks like a young Kevin Jodry.
Sounds minstrel. We ain't here to play like Dr. Dre, South Central. Spit barbiturates to make you move your tits and shit. To have your body moving, have your hips throwing fits. Willie sitting high, just as high.
Oh yeah, you're blurry. What you been doing with that thing?
Anybody home, 2 spliffs to the dome. It's a headshot, dreadnought news.
Fucking lotion fingers all over that bitch, man.
Not my fault. Got me excited.
You can come and give a try. Our bond is all.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
We're never gonna lay down. We ain't going nowhere. You can come and give
How you doing today, man?
Our bond is of blood and thicker than water.
How was your day? You watch Oak Island or Curse of Oak Island? Was that on?
What I watched seemed to be like a rerun of last week's episode. Fucking I don't fuck with the cable and shit, so I'm stuck on like replays or Hulu Live or fucking whatever, which I go back and forth on and pricey bitches. So this week it was rerun as far as I know, but it's getting super interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it, but then I got caught up. I put it on and I just never got to watch it. I was in the garden. I was like, fuck, I want to see what's happening. Yeah. Cheers, Ty.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, Eagle. Cheers, Green Fingers. Great episode.
Good dude.
Nate is a good guy. I've actually met him a couple times.
Have you? That's awesome.
Yeah, I met him. First time I met him was the Jack Harrah Cup when NV won his for Space Fest. And then I've actually am pretty good friends with his brother. In fact, I talked to his brother yesterday. He lives out here in
cool.
too, and he should get on the show too. So. Cheers, chat.
What's up, Gromies? What's up, Eagle? Great show. Got to meet that guy too.
Hey. I'm not purposely trying to uncover a fucking Vegas scene here, but it seems to be
Dude,
looking that way, huh?
I appreciate it. I
It's
really
all
do, man.
Stoney's fault. Stoney
Yeah,
started
dude.
it.
Got that ball
No,
rolling.
I'm that point's arguable, Ty. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say I kicked it off with Johnny.
Oh,
Wait, no, he's in Henderson. That's not Vegas. Oh.
Eh, close enough. Close enough.
No, that's true. That's
I'll
true.
buy the general area. I'll buy.
it's the
No,
same
fuck it.
valley.
We're
It's the
all
same valley.
Yeah, but damn, yeah, there's a bunch of us now, just like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool, man. I like his thinking. I like the way he does his stuff, and it's good people. Can't wait to hook up and smoke with him. Most definitely.
Yeah, I've been following him, his accounts for quite some time. And it's nice to actually, get that interface. It is, man. Zoom and these things are making the world a lot smaller. To where if you couldn't go to like events in other states, that you can at least get this type of interaction, getting to know some of these good people in the grow community.
Yeah, definitely.
Even at
Most.
that, I'm going to go ahead and say this is almost better. There's no almost, it is better for me anyway. Because it's even at the, I initially kind of fell into this love of, digging deeper at the events after coming across some of these good folks a couple of times, wanting to dive a little bit deeper. But with that being said, every time you go to one of these events, you're pressed for time. You know what I mean? It's kind of a networking thing. The time that you have to dedicate to, sit down and hear the individual stories and have a great, genuine conversation is pretty limited. So I think this kind of interaction, I'll take the live stuff, but this is a good second, I'd say.
Well, I know I like it. I mean, everything about this shit, man, it's fucking awesome. Can't seem to find my, oh, there it is. For my torch.
Man, I fucking missed Mr. Smiley's episode today. I need to go back and check that out.
Oh, it was good. It was good. It was really good. In fact, towards the end there, I threw it out there that he needs to interview Peter. And Brian,
I tried. He won't come to the channel.
Oh, he won't?
At least not from my invite. Yeah. Yeah, me and him kind of went separate ways on things. Yeah. Yeah. I tried. Let's just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that. Even in his chats, one night I kind of called him out in one of his chats there coming on the show. He said he'd come and do an episode, but yeah. I know I'm 100% sure that Mr. Smiley laid down a great episode today. I got nothing but respect for that.
I had no idea like he was that he'd been interviewing people for a few years or whatever. But I guess he was talking about one of the old interviews he did with Leighton they were talking about. And
oh yeah.
So
Leighton was
I found
one of his first episodes here on the channel. Yeah.
I have it in my saved to watch later. I went and had to pull it up so that way I don't forget about it.
Yep, that fucker off. He's MIA all weekend, I'm sure. Being where I'd like to be, that's for sure. getting
This grandkid.
smarter. No. It's all knowledge and fun this weekend, and I'm honestly surprised how serious of an event it is. He said 12 hours each day. It's fucking at least the first 2 days of the soul conference there. So 3 days,
yeah.
banging away, at least 2 of them, 12 hours of networking knowledge. So yeah, that's
So what kind of
pretty
a thing is it? Is it a learning event or is it more of a?
yeah, that's the Soil Regenerative Conference with Dutch
Oh,
Blooms, Kevin Jodry, Elaine Ingram, and all of them. You know, they're gonna. It's pretty big.
That's
So-
me a blast.
Have I froze a couple of times here recently?
Not that noticeably, anyway.
Yeah, because my internet, I'm on the library internet right now, and it keeps shutting off and disconnecting my earbud, and then I got to reconnect. And so I'm gonna go shut that thing off. I'm gonna leave, redo it again, so it's not on that same one. I'll be right back.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's every time I see Smiley on over there in the Future Cannabis channel, I thank my lucky stars he hangs out over here, man. Definitely a good dude, man. Definitely a good guy to have around.
Yes. What's up with you, Green Fingers? Why are you so quiet?
My dog's trying to fucking bark. Every fucking second I'm unmuted, he gets ready to bark. Every second. Except for right now, because I pretended that I didn't unmute it. I'm like,
they have you trained now when they hit that.
yeah, so I'm like looking away. I'm not looking at the screen at all. 'Cause like, if I look away, like if I look towards you guys, he'll freak out. Like, I don't even think he could hear right now. Oh, shit, he's on the other side of me. Fuck. I can't make eye contact with him or he barks. Coco, come here.
Go.
Let me see.
Oh, you know what? Since it pops in my mind, did I see that correctly? You've got it. There's a morning show tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir. I won't be hanging out too late. In fact, I'll probably be dropping out of sight here in a few to get a little bit of work done. Yeah, Remo, 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Yeah, Urban Remo. And then tomorrow night again. What is it? Journey of the Grower, Journey of a Grower, something like that. Tomorrow night. Sometimes you gotta bend, Ty. Even though I don't like to, because this is how this works. This is exactly how this works.
Oh no,
From
I was
now
just making sure I saw.
No.
I saw the time right, so I was like, "Oh,
You're
morning
having
show."
a show.
Because I have to wake up early tomorrow, so I was cutting it short too tonight.
Fucking yeah, fucking this is how this goes though. Is basically I've come to terms with Remo, man, because I've tried to get him on. And he said basically that's your time slot. Take it or leave it. All right, I'll take it. You gotta bend sometimes, right? Guess you gotta give a little, get a little.
Oh, I see what you meant now. Never mind. I'm freaking high. And
So
never mind.
This is how this goes for like the next week or so, lining up guests that at least pay attention to the channel. I'll be like, so you want to come on Thursday? And they'll be like, can I come on at 8? No, the show's on at 11. Well, you just did one early, you know. Can we do it at 8? So I'll have to stick to my guns with everybody from here on out for like a few weeks. Cheers, Vegas.
Cheers,
Welcome in,
gentlemen.
Bingus.
Good to see you guys.
Okay.
Good to see you, bro.
Stick to
How
your
you been?
guns. Great, thank you. Been trying to stay away from social media. I watched your whole channel tonight without commenting. It was great.
How'd that feel?
It felt good, actually, to not have to deal with, I mean, I shouldn't say have to deal with, to not read the chat. I actually closed the chat. I just sat back, smoked weed, and listened to what was being said. It was great. Dude, you're getting pretty good at this, but that's all I can say.
He didn't miss much. Mr. GreenFinger was causing all kinds of problems again.
What? No way.
It was typical chat room. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I have the chat open
Hey,
now. Hi, chat.
I was catching myself doing that too a few times where I would just get like zoned out, still listening, but like oh shit, there's chat. And then like, well, do I stroll up to see who's talking to me? I'm like, no, I was too involved in conversation, so I wasn't ignoring anybody.
I was ignoring everybody.
It's
Not on
nice.
purpose.
So Flora
I think you were, and I think you meant to put the onions on my damn steak too.
Thunder Dan comes in with a roar.
Who the hell is that?
Okay.
What's going on?
Good to see
How's
you.
it going, Blind Cat? What's up, brother?
Blind
Oh,
cat.
shit. I was just a
What's up, brother?
Talladega Nights fucking quote, just in case anybody thought I was talking shit. I was just fucking around.
So Eagle, Flora Nugs, I told him to DM you to set up a time.
Where that?
So he should be DMing you.
He's a local where I used to live.
Yeah?
Shout out to Flora Nuggets, by the way.
Yeah, no doubt. I've been waiting to hear his story.
Me too.
We all have. Yeah.
Everybody has one.
That's what I'm saying. All right, girl boss, come on. You got a story. Come on up here. Let's get your story out.
Maybe it's too devastating that he can't even tell his own story. He's
No.
just like,
Johnny,
the salt's caught me.
I'll come with you. Do a follow-up. I'll come with you because I know for a fact that I can irritate that guy.
Well, we're not trying to irritate him. We're trying to get him on the show.
Just show him your garden,
in a good
buddy,
way.
and he'll just
In a
fucking
good
be
way,
irritated.
though. So come on. Especially now because I don't work for the other
Well,
company.
he's watching now, guys. He's got to be in chat sooner or later, or Girl Boss's mom, at least.
Oh, come on.
Weren't they both on there last time?
I think so. Yeah, they were protecting, or there was some
Yeah,
kind
they
of
were-
camaraderie
it was-
going on.
It was awesome.
I thought so.
They were both nice to me.
I'm sure if he comes on, he'll be respected just like everybody else is respected.
That's
not?
exactly right.
It's not his episode. It's not like the way he does an episode, you know? It's the way Eagle does an episode.
Right.
Don't you see you're throwing rocks already? I mean, let him come in before you start doing that.
Bang, bang.
That's not rocks being thrown, that's the truth.
Another one.
It's the truth.
Facts.
And you
Another
use.
one.
I was
And
gonna
you
keep on
use-
going, but I can't hit it anymore.
Yeah. It's I wouldn't actually, I mean, if I was him, I'd be a little reluctant, to say the
I wouldn't.
least. You know.
You should be right in here just like us right now, kicking back, talking crap to each other.
Dude, you
No,
gotta understand, guys that have issues, which we all
Some
do,
people.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
they overcompensate because inside they're just really, probably he's really a nice guy inside, but he doesn't want anybody to know that. So I think if he got into some of the Eagle therapy sessions,
Right.
he'll be just like me, and just open up and want to be here every fucking night.
Well, Johnny proved that he's a nice guy.
That's
'Cause
right.
He gave him a filter. He gave Johnny a filter, no cost.
The man gave me a brand new filter and a cold bottle of water. I mean, in the desert, can you ask for anything more?
There you go.
You know?
You know, there's a reason that a psychiatrist has a couch and he asks you to lay down on it because it relaxes you it puts you in a state of compliance.
To let down your defenses. Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, Johnny, no, I would have asked for room temperature because you don't want cold.
See, you would irritate him right away. I could see him just getting so pissed at you. being
Yeah,
like, "What the
That's what I needed to do is bring some sandpaper with me.
fuck?" Holy shit.
Let me rough it a little bit over here. A little bit on this side.
We go mosquitoes out tonight. Fuck.
You got mosquitoes down there?
You don't have mosquitoes over there?
No, I don't. We don't got no mosquitoes up here.
Holy shit. You just made me die.
All of our
Yeah,
mosquitoes.
dude, we got thousands of them. motherfuckers.
Do
I'm
you
like-
have any mosquitoes over at your place there, Loyalty?
No, all the mosquitoes here, they flew south for the winter.
Yeah,
I'm,
they go to California.
I'm only like an hour away from Mexico, so yeah, I'm as south as you can get. Besides being all the way past the border.
I just tripped.
Oh,
Send all our blood sucking friends down to California.
They're already all here. Without the mosquitoes,
Oh,
we got blood suckers here. Fuck.
yeah. Them poor mosquitoes, they get a bad name.
Yeah, they get stuck catching diseases too. And it's like, fuck, I
Yeah.
sucked on the wrong motherfucker today, dude. Fuck. But fuck. I'm gonna go give this to everybody now. Fuck that.
mosquitoes.
Stay away from Freddie. He's all fucked up. Fucked up Freddie, we'll call him now.
Oh, how has the break from social media been, big?
You okay, Griffin?
Yeah. You keep making me choke, Johnny.
I want that soundbite.
So
Now
how has the break from social media been, biggest?
Yeah.
I think everybody should take one every now and again, to be honest with you.
Basically, I've been spending a lot of time meditating. And I got to be honest, it's really helped me with my inflammation. So I'm making a point of doing that every day. It's by standing back, and it's not like I'm not there. I do lurk occasionally, but not as much. But it allows me to see things a lot more clearer because you're not involved. I see a lot of skirmishes, and I see way too many skirmishes, really. I see a lot of belly aching. I see a lot of negative. It's what stands out most to me. The good is buried with a lot of the negative skirmishes that occur. And I think it happens with people that are on here almost every hour of every fucking day. It's amazing that there's this core group that are just completely glued to, I guess, YouTube. At least that's my observation. I don't know. I mean, you asked, so it's interesting. I'm really interested in humanity. I always have been. So it's an amplified version of reality that is quite interesting to observe. All right. And I'm not citing, the negative and the positive are both, in my opinion, necessary in order for us to have a functioning reality. So it's just, staying balanced, right? So where you can appreciate both sides can be challenging, especially if you're involved. So I guess stepping back is what gives me that balance. So I've been doing that a lot more lately. And it gives me time to work on videos. I got a new video that's coming out probably tomorrow. It's just more time in the garden, just reflecting and what have you. So what you're doing, Eagle, I think on a human level, my observation would be it's probably a bit mentally exhausting to have that back pressure of that responsibility, really, is what it boils down to. Because I know you're a very responsible and accountable person. And at some point, that's going to have to, it's like you're going to need to take a little break. And that's where you can turn it over to, what is it, the takeovers, right? And that helps, I bet. You got a plan.
Yeah, it definitely can be demanding. That's for sure. And that's why I don't actually fucking step away or do any other shows. There's just no time for it. And, I feel that I put myself out there enough through this project. There's no reason to sway. So I just, whatever I can do here, and yeah, it is what it is. But there's some days like last night. I did try to kind of do the thing with the father Mike, but I'm a fool. That's one thing I guess we'll talk about too in a second after I say that. Is I knew the time scale wasn't gonna work, and then fucking time got me yesterday with my guest. So there was a mix-up hour behind. He thought, at 11:30, it is what it is. Little time mix-up. So at the end of the night, I was like, fuck it. I actually need the time. You know what I mean? I need the time to just take care of some shit and whatever. So I didn't come on last night. I just kind of took a night of silence. And I kind of felt that was, ultimately, we did talk a little bit about Father Mike passing there. And I thought that would honestly be the best way to honor him. Very often, as I see as a content creator and a friend of a few of these people that have passed, I get pissy a little bit. It's some of the chances people take to draw in people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
On a
Yes.
personal level, it's nice that people mourn the people that they love and respected. But sometimes I think that these other people are willing to just take these opportunities and use it for views and self-promotion versus actually remembering that person in a respectful way. Subcool was a perfect example. Birthday episodes and shit like that. A lot of times, these people don't even know the fucking birthdays and shit. They weren't even gonna do anything until they actually seen that somebody else was gonna do something. They already mentioned it was, this reason for celebrating, and then everybody else kind of fucking piles on that shit. And ultimately, last night, I didn't want to be one of them people. You know what I mean? Straight out. I have much respect for Father Mike, but to go on and just beat that drum, I just felt it was more respectful to do a night of silence. Reflect on it in your own way. So that's where I kind of looked at that in the end last night.
Well said. Very well said, because the opportunists, to me, they're so obvious. Okay. And it's funny, I had a conversation with a young lady today. I told her to watch out for the wolf in sheep's clothing because they're everywhere. And so I appreciate you actually bringing that to light. It's something that's very obvious to me as well. Opportunists, right? Also, I'll just leave it at that. I think that was a very, very good, important thing to bring up. And yeah, God rest his soul, along with anybody else that's passed. I think, you know what I mean? We don't die. See, that's my understanding. So it's not like I get all, I mean, I don't want to lose anybody that I care for. Don't get me wrong, but it's more of, you know, I can't have them. It's kind of a selfish thing. I mean, I can't have them in my life anymore. And it's more, woe is me.
Very much so.
Yeah, woe is me than woe is them. I mean, they're the one that's graduated. You know, it's like, you should be like applauding and celebrating and just, that's it. See you when I get there. Kind of that's the way I kind of would
And also like
it to be.
Yeah, and also to give, like, we had, like, we are like, you know, you gave him a platform beforehand, and you gave him his flowers before he passed. You know what I mean? And that's what we should do to each other is big up one another. And while we're still here, and we still have the opportunity to do that, and to really seize the day, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, give each other love and respect right now, instead of wait until afterwards, and then we're, you know, playing the pity part or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, playing the negative aspect of it, whereas we can actually, you know what I mean? Because that person's actually in a better.
I agree, totally agree. Blanket. I mean, there is a grieving. I mean, if I lost somebody really close to me, I'm going to grieve. I mean, but it's not for those to take advantage of your grief.
Yeah,
is kind of about the maximum negative you can go, in my opinion. I mean, it's just you're kicking somebody when they're down, and you're trying to make it look like you're not bruising them. You know, it's like, I'm not kicking you, but you are. You know, so it's I don't know. I'm not trying to make too much fun of it, but it's just I don't know. Man. I want to celebrate the experience of life in the moment that we have, in this short time that we have.
Yeah.
The choices we make, I really think do matter. And there, you know, I fuck up a lot, but there really are no mistakes. I've said that several times. It's just the experiences of your choosing. And that's why we're here to choose. So as I'm getting along in life, I'm trying to choose a little bit more wisely and not get so involved in skirmishes. And that's really it's not a balancing energy for me.
I was reading a book. What's the place in Tibet that's like supposed to be was it Shangri-La or something like that? That's like the you know, when you Shambhala. Yeah, like I was reading a book by that title name, and they were the beginning of the book was talking about somebody was like at a hotel or something, and you know, everybody was happy and joke and everything in good mood, and then somebody walked in with a negative attitude, and it completely changed the room. And so, like, you know, in like what they taught us at school, at massage school and whatnot, was just basically like to hold space for yourself and hold space for others, and like to constantly like check in with them and what they're saying in a conversation, but then also hold your own emotion and not to get drawn in, because you can easily get drawn into somebody's negative attitude or whatever, or pain, and then you lose your own energy. So I think it's really important to try to hold your own space for yourself as well as for the other person, you know.
That's good. And giving
Both
your
points. What?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
In my case, what I wanted to say was both points well said there, Blind Cat 420. Very true both ways. You know, you do have to be grateful, or you should be grateful daily with people in your lives for one reason or another. One, you don't know, you know, we don't know what our time slot is. It could change for any of us at any point. But, you know, that's where I was kind of getting to last week when I kind of talked about my friend. You know what I mean? The differences we had there. And sometimes and again, I'm still learning, you know what I mean? Every day is a journey. I speak about being grateful all the time, but it isn't unless, we do it to people that were close to us. I talk about helping people out, but being grateful vocally to everybody is important, because like I was trying to say that night, you don't necessarily, or we do take it for granted, the weight we have in our everyday passings with people. Okay. In this instance, I talked about a little bit of not seeing eye to eye. What the eye to eye was at one point, my good friend Pat had helped me out through a very tough time earlier this year. And, rather than, wanting to overstay my welcome, you know what I mean? Or anything like that, I kind of stepped back before I tried the friendship or overstay a welcome or whatnot. And here, and in the process of thinking I was doing the best of letting the friendship vent for, the better purpose, what I found out was, in hindsight, it did more damage. You know what I mean? It was like, where the fuck were you? You know what I mean? And we did here. I thought I was, giving the relationship, our friendship, a room to breathe. You know what I mean? And and by doing so, it was like, where the fuck were you? Here I done helped you out and shit, and then you step back, and here again, not seeing eye to eye, not knowing the weight I had hanging out, or the weight he had on me, without being very vocal and straightforward. That was what I wanted, that was what I wanted to hash out. We have to be straightforward. If we have grievances, good, bad, or whatever, we need to hash them out today before we can move forward. And so, what you're saying about being grateful is very important on an everyday, everybody level. You know what I mean? I agree. Well said, Black Cat. Well said.
Yeah, because I mean, if you don't resolve those things, then it eventually, no matter, it'll some sort of resentment will creep its way in there, and
fester.
And I think, and that shit'll fester. So it's better, like they say, just don't let the sun go down on your anger. Like, basically, like, get that shit off your chest, clean your heart, clear up your heart, clear up your mind, and get that shit up off your chest, because it's not worth your stress in your mind, and it's not, and because the other person possibly not even thinking about it. So do it for yourself as much as you're doing it for the other person, and be better off.
Dude, what we're talking about is communication, and it's
exactly,
we really one thing I try to do, it's hard to do on the panel, but to ask a question like, how am I doing? Am I doing okay by you? Am I doing all right? Are we okay? Are we good? You know what I mean? I mean, honestly, in all of your humble opinion, how am I doing? Am I all right with all you guys?
I think you're a jerk. I'm just kidding, man. I love you, Bingus. I think you're
absolutely awesome. Oh.
Okay, but do you see how now the doors are fucking wide open, right?
Right.
Now I can really lay into you. So I'm joking, but
I know.
we're not taught, I don't think, how to communicate properly. I mean, I remember one time when I was married, right? It's a long time ago. My ex-wife did not dry my socks well, and she put them away wet. And so in the morning, I'm getting up at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning, and I'm putting on wet socks, and dude, I ain't happy. And she's making coffee for me, right? And I'm thinking of going in there with a bad attitude, but I was in a psychology class at the time, and I thought, hang on, I'm going to try something a little different. I mean, normally I would go out and say, what the fuck, man? My socks are wet. In other words, attack, right? Instead, I went out there and I sat down, sipped my coffee, and I said, my socks are wet. That's it. That's all I said. And she goes, oh, really? I'm sorry. I mean, it just took on a whole new light, and I got sex before I went to work and the whole 9 yards. You see?
Oh, wow.
Whereas if I would have taken the approach that I was feeling I wanted to take, right? Yeah. So, you know, thinking when you're pissed, when you're going negative, that's another thing I'm realizing through my meditation is when we're gravitating, polarizing negatively, it's like there's these entities that are like, hey, dude, this guy's going negative. Let's go feed. And they just jump on you and they start feeding off you. And that's like you ever get up where you knock something over and then you bend over to pick it up, and because you knocked it over and you go, God dang it. And you go over and you bend it over, and then your butt hits something else and something bigger falls. And then you just go into a huge fucking rage. And so all these entities are going, dude, this guy's, let's go, come on. And they just start feeding off you, and it can last days, it can last years, it can turn into depression, right? Instead of just saying, hey, I know what you're trying to do, right? Get a smile on your face and say, all right, and just back off, take your time, make sure your ass ain't gonna hit something when you bend over, and just, you know.
Hey, Bingus, I think you knew me when I was in Portland. I swear to God, you were watching me, man.
there was a negative vortex coming from the southeast area. I don't know if it had your name on it. Just kidding. But dude, it's when you, at least for me, when I do deep meditation stuff, all this little shit just kind of bubbles up and you go, oh, that makes sense, you know.
Well, the other thing that I was when I was learning about meditation and whatnot is to basically you know, other than like, you know, doing different exercises like flexing all the different specific parts of your body and then letting them relax, and then that kind of inducing more relaxation. Other than that, or like, you know, imagine your body above yourself above your body or whatever, but also like just when it comes to your thoughts, to envision them like you know, saloon doors, and that, you know, they can so that your thoughts can flow freely, and you don't have to judge them, and you just kind of like let things go. And I think that facilitates, you know what I mean, like movement and moving forward and all that kind of. But I like meditation is a good fucking practice, man.
Well, if you've learned to be a massage therapist, you understand how energy reacts, right? Through intention, through your thoughts are the only thing that you can really control. And if you got your hands on somebody and you're thinking negatively, I mean,
that can transfer, yeah.
Yeah,
it's hurt somebody.
Yeah, you seriously could probably. I mean, yeah. Unintentionally, because you're having a bad day. So,
and you can get too focused on your own thoughts or what you want to do, as like, I just want to work on this area, when you really need to be addressing that person and their feeling and their pain or their whatever, you know.
You're going through the numbers and you're not focusing on what the issue is. Dude, that's why I quit actually going to massage therapists, is because they would go into a training mode. It's like, all right, I'm supposed to start here, and then you just like, dude, all right, stop. All right, focus here, please. And then what's the energy doing then? It's resisting, right? There's no relaxing. There's no, I just said, fuck this. And
I understand what you're saying about that. Yeah, that's
meditation for me is it relaxes every muscle in my body. So after I meditate, if I do it properly, focus on it, for a good 30, 45 minutes, I don't need anybody massaging me whatsoever, probably for a few days. All right. And that's how beneficial it is for me. I learned the technique back when I was 19 years old, used it occasionally, right? And it's taken me this long to really focus on what it was actually meant for. Because we have so many distractions in our lives. But things are actually changing. I don't know if you guys, I poked my head up the other day and looked around, and you guys, do you know who Project Veritas is? I don't know if you know.
Oh yeah.
Okay, James O'Keefe, right? The executive producer for CNN just went to work for James O'Keefe. Are you fucking kidding me?
Really?
Yeah. That's how fed up he was at CNN. And so I went, that's some of the best news I've heard for mainstream media in a long time.
A long time.
And of course, you're not hearing anybody on mainstream media talking about that at all, which is so revealing. I mean, they should be talking about it. If they were smart, they would be. But no, they're freezing up. They want to polarize negatively. And it's just opening the door for us to see the absolute truth of who they are. And that's so revealing to me. So I was like, wow, cool. So I'm hearing a bunch of other stuff that I'm not going to get into. It's a little bit too woo-woo, but I think things are finally starting to go in the right direction. At least I hope so.
Well, you know the pendulum effect, right? It's been swinging one way for a while now, and it's got to come back.
I know at the top of the pendulum is when I pull the trigger.
Right?
I learned that early on when I was about 12 years old. I was a good shot too, man. And because somebody taught me that early on. Moving targets. You know. Anyway. Don't get me started, guys. Carry on. What's on? What's going on?
That's you, Mike.
Conversation so far.
Great conversation. Expert conversations.
I got some bazingas I'm smoking on. What about you guys?
Well, tonight I'm smoking on City 99 Blueberry is what I'm smoking on.
Smoking on 10th Planet.
Go ahead, bro.
I am just finishing up this fatty I rolled during the first episode of some BBQ V2. I just fucking put that fucker out. Pretty good stuff.
What were you smoking, Loyalty?
10th Planet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 10th Planet.
That's
good
my favorite.
shit. Yeah. Everybody was talking about that one right there too.
Yeah, I'm smoking on that train wreck across the vintage blueberry from the American one again. It's like one of my favorites.
Nice.
Other than the proprietary to blueberry, it's probably one of my, and I like the OG Chem D to blueberry as well, but these just seem to have a little bit, the other two seem to have a little more terps.
GreenFingers.
Oh, what am I smoking?
Yeah.
Russian Assassin Boys Kremlin OG. So, yeah.
How poignant.
Yeah.
Very European. Very European. Very cultural.
I thought it was just perfect timing. Fuck.
Was it on sale? Or was it twice the price?
That was $70 shit. $70 for an eighth. The nugs super fucking tight and fucking look like the shit that I used to grow. I miss my old garden. Fuck.
Yeah, you got to figure this one out, huh? You still got to get a kind of grasp on because this is all new climate for you, isn't it?
Yeah, a little different. It's just
You got a lot more moisture, right?
in the greenhouse. So it's no, there was more moisture over there because that place is like actually like oasis now. Like it's like actually like every house has got grass and trees and fucking. So the desert over there is not a desert. Like all the golf courses and shit, it doesn't really count as a desert to me. Like there's so much fucking wet and grass and shit that like I never saw a fucking scorpion in my life until I moved over here. Like never over there, not one scorpion. I seen camel spiders, but that was it. Like
shit, that's bad enough.
yeah, but like I never seen a scorpion. People are like, you lived in a desert your whole life and never seen a scorpion? Yeah, never. Fuck. They don't live in the cities where people spray fucking all kinds of chemicals on their shit, you know? Everybody gets their house sprayed like with a bug spray, like border your house. Like, yeah.
Well, I know there's a few places up in Seven Hills here in Vegas. Whenever they go up inside those hilly areas and they disturb the terrain, well, they're messing with all kinds of different nests, rats, and because they got tree rats out there, they got tarantula, they got the scorpion is all over the place out in the mountain areas here. So whenever they do that, sometimes the people end up waking up and finding a scorpion running across their bed or, across the floor.
Man, it might be nice and cozy and warm there, but I'll tell you what, I'd damn near rather be in the cold. Could fuck being near those little fuckers.
Oh, they live everywhere across the United States. Some of them just don't have stingers. Like the ones they're in where were they? In Michigan or Wisconsin? They have no stingers. They're scorpions though. They had the claws and everything. Red Pill brought them up one day, and then we fucking looked it up, and it was real.
Those are crawdads. Those are crawdads, dude. Those aren't scorpions.
No. Red Pill was right on. He was right on it.
Some shit. I forgot what they were, but yeah, they just didn't have the stinger. It was crazy.
Where is our Red Pill, anyways? What happened to him?
I don't know.
Did he get blue pilled or something?
Come on, brother.
I thought if I speak his name into the universe, he might pop up. So Red Pill. There.
He's taking a social media break too, perhaps.
That could be.
He's got a new girlfriend or something.
A girlfriend.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't he in Wisconsin on his way?
Sometimes that happens, man. Girlfriend comes into the picture and the boys just tend to just go off to the wayside.
He was going somewhere, then he was like,
that's the way fucking Sub Cool rolled when he was fucking alive, to be honest with you. When fucking him and Miss Jill or him and whoever he was with there after her, when things were good as gold with whoever he was seeing, we nerds fucking never seen his ass. Maybe a little bit here during the day and shit. Troubled times, fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, sub beyond for 6 hours and shit.
It's gonna ruin everybody's life at that point.
Yeah. It was therapy for him too, then, wasn't it?
Sure it was.
Yeah. Whenever he was down and out, and that's when like he brought up like I was down with my girlfriend. He's like, "Don't feel bad, brother." I started fucking messaging back in chat and like, I know what it's like with girl problems. And it was like literally it was like 3 a.m. I was like, fuck, this is the craziest fucking shit. Longest show. Get some good episodes back then, man.
Things that people can relate to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no matter who you are, he's willing to talk to you. That's what I like about a lot of folk, like certain people in the community, is they don't give a fuck who you are. You still deserve us. You still get that same attention, that same respect, one-on-one, because I just love that about people. When especially when there's somebody who's of notoriety, who's well known, whatever. I find that really I like the humility there.
Yeah. It made you feel fucking bigger than fucking shit. You're like, fuck, the guy I'm watching,
Eagle
I'm
said like a
sending him
rock
money,
star, right, Eagle?
sending him money, and he's fucking responding back to me. He's like,
Yeah.
you must be a fucking saint, Rob,
Yeah,
with
too.
green fingers. And I was like, I'm not a saint. I'm just a weed nerd, man.
Right.
Just sending
Yeah.
$2 to some kid that needed fucking some. I don't remember what it was, but we were sending money for charity, and so I just kept on sending and sending. I was like, fuck it. Like,
That's what super locked me in too, was that charity garden and on the fucking during holidays and shit, and the fucking ALS, fucking all the different charity. Man, I just
all the
miss that shit.
local
It's
people
still
that
here,
needed
but
something.
yeah,
You know,
I love
a
when I
lot of
see that in the
locals.
community.
It was my favorite when like the locals needed something, and like we all got to know each other just like we are now. You know, they would jump on and fucking let their story out, and fucking we'd all just start sending money in. It's fucking what needed to be done at the moment.
Fucking Remo episode's coming up fast.
Yeah.
When's that coming up, Eagle?
9 o'clock
Tonight?
this morning.
Stoney.
What?
Oh, this morning, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I gotta pull another all-nighter. That's what I did for Smiley. I stayed up all fucking night so I wouldn't sleep through it.
You stayed up all night?
Yes, I did.
Oh gosh, I'm about to crash here in just a little bit.
Yeah.
Tired. I was scrubbing the tents today. I was getting everything clean, and it was a workout while I was listening to Smiley on the show, and just
Yeah, that was a good episode, man.
Yeah, it was.
Spitting some
And
game.
Eagle, you did you see it?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, then I won't say anything. You'll be proud.
He
You'll
did
be
say
proud.
he gave me a shout out there.
Yep.
Oh, he did more than shout out. He stuck up for the salties.
He spoke up for the
Yeah.
Salties.
Hey, I don't know
He
if he's
did, man.
proud of
He
that, but
stood up. He said,
he-
"I don't know about that," because it was Leighton, right? He was saying he was saying that he'd never tasted any salt weed that was, grown by salts that was any good. I said, well, I don't know about that, man. You got to taste some of this salt grown weed out here in Michigan.
I see you guys have me back in the corner where I'm defending salts, guys. Like,
So I was proud of Smiley for standing up in more ways than one. He was standing up for Michigan. He was standing up for the guys that actually do a good job with the salts and the flush. You know what I mean? There's guys out there that do a good job. There's no doubt about that.
Yep,
You know?
there's good and bad in both.
Yeah, good and bad in both. I mean, shoot. I can't figure out what the hell's going on with mine half the time.
Good and bad in both. It really boils down to the toke, right?
That's what I think. Yeah, it's the end product. If
I'd like,
you enjoy smoking it, you're good.
Wouldn't it be nice, Johnny, if you could do like a double blind test where you have like a certain strain grown in 3 different environments, choice bud from each, and have one person or more than one person smoke it and give their opinion, and then see what the fuck, where it was from, how it was grown, da 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 da. My guess is that they would all pretty much be equal. Be my guess. Like out of 100 people, right?
Do that.
Be my guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, we got a good opportunity to do that with the what is it? The Dank of Anthony.
Okay.
We got a good opportunity to do something like that.
Wouldn't it be funny if it all comes out equal and everybody, it all boils down to just fucking grow. All right. sooner or later, you're gonna grow some good fucking bud. If it's really good bud, you could probably talk fucking shit about it on it.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Cheers, Stoney. How you doing, brother?
Stoney
Cheers,
the Rockafeller.
gentlemen.
Tony.
What's up, man?
Stoney.
Just taking a break. Figure I'd jump on, say hello.
Right on.
Working in the garden.
Maybe I'll stick around for the 420.
There you go. There you go.
Before I get in there and start scrubbing tents and shit too, I'm doing the major clean out, rearranging, and
What do you use for your tents?
what's that?
What do you use
Oh,
for
the-
your tents?
To wipe them out. Well, the initial thing, I'll wipe them all down with water first and just get out, most of the residue and shit that spilled over, spill and whatnot. Especially at recharge, man. That shit it makes everything look really bad. So once I get that cleaned up, I'll use usually like a bleach or an oxidizer of some sort. And I'll get it in a spray bottle. I'll get inside there with my mask and zip it up and wipe everything down. I usually pull the lights out and all that shit first, It's the only way to really get it all good. I don't have my fans or nothing that. They're all outside the tent. So the only thing in there is my light and a couple of circulation fans. I pull those out and clean. I got to clean all those out too. So
That makes for good airflow going around.
Well,
without
I
having
mean,
the fans in there, kind of.
those fans collect the dust and dirt on the edges and stuff. It slows them
Yes,
down,
they do.
burns out the motors, right? It's just a prolonging thing, And sometimes you can pull some of these fans, depending on the model or whatever, you can pull sometimes apart and get in there and grease up the little spindle and whatnot, right? And the gears inside there.
Yeah, the
If
bushings.
you have an oscillating fan.
Yep.
But I kind of let it go. I usually try to do it at least, 2 or 3 times. I've got like 8 tents, so it's not like 1 tent, a couple hours and you're done. I'm going to be in it for a couple days.
You're going to be a worker bee.
That's why I like the perpetual as one gets harvest and then you clean it, fucking restock instead of monocrop and having to do them all at once there. I used to use bleach up into a point, but man, you have to go back and wipe bleach back down. It's a good cleaner, but if you just use it as a rinse, it leaves that film that mold and mildews actually like to grow on. So you have to kind of go back and wash the bleach off after it's done the cleaning part.
Exactly. You do have to wipe it all back down with water. And the oxidizer spray, the non-bleach stuff, I kind of like that better because that stuff's not, the toxicity isn't, you know what I'm saying? But it kills off all that fungus and shit.
I have a 3-gallon Husqvarna pump sprayer that I fill 1 part Windex and 2 parts water.
Is it a trials version?
No, you pump it and I spray everything down. I take a car brush and I wash the shit out of everything. And I spray it all down again. I do it about 2 or 3 times and end up with a nice puddle on the bottom. And then I just take towels and wipe all that up. And we're good to go. But it is kind of an involved, laborious, fucking something I don't really want to do, which is, I'm going to have to do it here. I'm probably, now that you mentioned, I'll get motivated maybe tomorrow and do it. Thank you.
Right.
But I have 1 tent that I have to do that too right now.
Has anybody ever used ozonated water? I've heard that.
Never have.
Like you could drink it, but yet it'll kill off all that shit. You can wipe down. I heard it on the DGC a while ago, but I never really heard much about it because I figured once I heard it, I'm like, oh shit, this will be, if this is the truth, then this should take off, right? And I know you could buy these machines that you hook up with the hose that'll ozonate the water. I don't know at the race or any of that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But I was just curious.
I like my, if it's like a car wash in there, I mean, I get totally soaked.
You're like my Greek wedding with the Windex, huh, Bingus? Got a pimple? Spray some Windex on it. Got a cut? Spray some Windex on it.
I'm like that with the
Got
white
thrips?
vinegar, man. Yeah.
I've used hydrogen peroxide mixes and stuff like that. I've used several different things. I can't remember offhand what I've used, but
Last week I just started using EM1. I've used all the different stuff you guys said before, but then this is my first time using EM1, and that was pretty cool.
I never heard of it.
It's effective microbes.
It's good for your soil, clean. Fucking, it's lactose bacillus, isn't it? Something like that.
I don't know exactly what the exact stuff that's in it, but yeah, I'd have to look at the bottle. You're probably
Awesome.
right.
Yeah. For me, it's the white vinegar, 50-50. You clean the lights with it. You can fucking clean it, wipe the walls down with it. It kills all the fucking molds and mildews. It's all pretty much a good all in one. And again, you can get it a cleaning vinegar that doesn't have that smell. You can get a non-smelling cleaning vinegar that's a little higher acidity. And then as of late, I've been really liking this shit too. It's the Main Green, which is like a green killer. It's not necessarily the EM1, but it is similar to where it's using enzymes and shit. And this shit is fucking really good for just fucking all kinds of shit, man.
Where'd you get that
spray
at?
it. Man, you can get a gallon of this at Walmart.
That's what I thought. I thought I saw that before. That's why I was asking. I was like, it looks familiar, but I don't remember seeing it in a grocery store. I remember seeing it like in a Walmart or some shit. So, okay. Very cool.
You can actually, it's one of them things you can actually watch work. You know what I mean? You can spray it on like a hard stain, and you could like wipe it once and be like, it did a pretty good job. Or you can like spray it in and let it puddle. You know what I mean? And come back and it's like fucking ate everything there and left you a white spot and shit. You're like, not even like a white spot, but a clean spot. Like, holy shit.
How much did you say it was, and what was the name of it again?
Mean Green.
Mean Green.
$5.
Mean Green?
Mean Green.
Yeah. You can find it at Dollar Tree too. At the Dollar Tree, that's where I found it. That's
nice.
Fucking. That's all I got is a Dollar Tree out here. So I don't have a Walmart even. It's fucking shitty, huh? That's how small of a town I live in. No Walmart.
Well, I don't have a Walmart either. I gotta drive 20 miles to get to mine, but
I gotta drive 2 hours away to get to any
holy
civilized
shit.
store.
Man, that's fucked up. I could walk to mine.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. See, I feel bad for
Robert,
you.
I honestly think you hit some kind of Walmart loophole. I'd be calling their bluff on that. Doesn't Walmart like have like a scale to where it's like every 50 or 100 miles they have it's like a McDonald's thing. There has to be one within that radius so often. I'd be calling their bluff on that shit.
All those kind of stores, we shut down like half of them in the old place where I used to live because they had too many of them. So like out here, we're like in the boondocks. It's like we're just like far enough out to where it's like you're fucked. You got to travel inland to get your shit.
They don't even take mail out there.
Yeah, no, they don't even. Only 2 houses get mail out here. I called the carrier. I was like, "Which 2 houses get mail? I'm like, where do they go?" And I was like, "Where are these mailboxes?" Like, they said the street, and then they were like, "Only 2 people get mail out there." I was like, "Fuck, that's crazy."
And you ain't one of them.
I'm not one of them. We're like, we'll work on that. We'll get your number and put a number up on a mailbox out there. And I was like, yeah, right. I'll never follow up with this call.
That's the Walmart big box horror story right there. As you said there's too many of them. You fucking start closing them down. That's what happened to like fucking the Home Depots and a lot of grocery stores and shit, man. Walmart come to fucking town and fucking drove out all the mom and pops, little business. Then Walmart was like, yeah, you know what? There really isn't in that much business here.
Yeah. No, regular
Full
Walmart
up and shit.
went out. So super Walmart's all we got over in the other place. So like 2 hours away, there's super Walmarts everywhere. But regular Walmart, you wouldn't find one anymore. Like everything's super Target, super Walmart. Everything's fucking, you get the
I do
groceries
like
on your
Private.
clothes and everything. It's like, what the fuck?
When I
Yeah,
owned
it's not.
the,
It's not about the. It's not about the mom and pop anymore. It's about all the big ones that come in and clean up
Yeah.
house.
Well, when I owned the seafood market, all right, it was pretty much a mom and pop operation. It's me and my boys running it. Small,
Right.
all right. Big, and in our community, there's a lot of Hispanic population because it's a very agricultural area. There's a lot of work out there, and a big seafood market combination, everything else in the world store showed up just down the street. Our sales dropped dramatically. So we started undercutting them because I had, so we kind of went to war. I had two guys dressed kind of looking like Mexican mafia come into my store and made me an offer for the store and paid me cash the next day. And I was out of the seafood business. I mean, I was looking to get out anyway. It was basically, hey, either we starve you out because you're not going to survive, or we'll just buy you out now. And they did. And then they moved in their seafood shit in there and they dominate the area pretty much now. And they have an automotive outlet in the back and everything. I'm just like, what the fuck? Seafood in the front, get your car tuned in the back. I'm like, cool. I mean, I drove by there today. They got it well painted. They really upgraded the place nicely. I was glad to get rid of it, and they paid me more than I thought I could ever get for it. So,
Well, that's a pretty good deal, actually. Then
it's a little known story. I don't really. It's out there now, but I'm pretty sure they were Mexican. Ochoa is a pretty big family in the Hillsborough area, and they own pretty much every Mexican outlet, which are multiple, and all the trucks and taco trucks and stuff.
that's a lot.
It's huge
because there were a lot of. We had a lot of food trucks down in the Swan Island district down there.
Well, they're really busy now, John, because price of food went way up, right? I see people lined up. I see a lot of Americans lined up at the taco trucks now. I have a lot of friends in the Hispanic community because I play poker, and they love to play poker.
Yeah, they're cats.
I love to play poker with them. But that was several years back. So I'm kind of glad that all happened the way it did. I thought I could retire. No.
Gambling?
No, fuck. No.
Retired gambling.
No, I thought I could retire off my winnings from the seafood market, but no, man. I blew through that real quick and went back to work. Actually, I had to take a low-paying job and do all kinds of manual shit. And those little sports timers that you see on the tracks? I worked for a company that made those. I managed all their websites and did all their marketing, and answered their phone. I did that for 4 years. I can't fucking believe I did that for 4 years until I ended up retiring and doing what I really love to do, which is, growing cannabis.
It's a great profession. Respectable.
So glad to be growing again. I was growing there for like 3-4 months, whatever it was, and fucking glad to be back at it. Did a bunch of transplanting tonight into solo cups and 1 gallons.
I'm taking
Nice.
I'm taking all my SF 4000 out of the bud chamber, and I'm actually slowing down my perpetual to kind of clear out enough room to actually replace all those lights with bar lights for the SC 7000 from Spider Farmer. So I'm going to just have a much better, more even spectrum. We'll see how that goes.
What you gonna do with those lights? Those old lights, Bingus?
I have several, but what I've learned is shipping them to you would cost more than they're worth. So
okay.
It doesn't really pan out too well, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah,
I had a guy
in
like,
Oregon.
Excuse me?
Aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in Southern Oregon.
Oh, are you? Fucking
Yeah.
come on up, dude. I'll load you up.
Hell yeah. That'd be dope. Let me figure something out. I might do that.
No, I'm serious. I have several.
That would be amazing, dude, because I freaking
I have a stack of HLGs.
But I have 2 other rooms to fill out with lights, so I totally.
I have a stack of HLGs that I no longer use that are still good, and then I have a stack of SF 4000s they keep coming out with newer versions. So all the older versions that were only used for 6 months or a year are all doing very well. I'm just holding out, thinking someday I'll have this huge grow, plenty of lights. But I'll let them go real cheap for you, brother. Plus, if you're interested in you come up and I tell you, I got a 12-ton press that just sits there and gathers dust.
Oh wow!
So bring your pickup truck. It's got a 5x7 plate. That's the most valuable part on it. But
right.
It just sits there, does nothing. I don't know if you do any pressing, but
I just obtained, or my friend let me borrow his little, I forgot how many tons it is, but anyway, it's only like a 2x3 or something like that plate.
This one I built from a press from one of the 12-ton press. It's a stand-up press, and then I bought the plates and put it together. It's been used maybe 10 times.
Damn.
I'm just not into. I learned real quickly that I'm not much of a dabber. My lungs are a little weak.
Your weeks are a little long for it.
Yeah, my mind's a little weak as well.
I'm trying to find the most. I just bought the a vaporizer too, so I got the extreme EQ, and that's like 100 and it was like the moderately cheap for the good, you know what I mean, that had all the functions. The next step up would basically be the fucking volcano
that's one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, those are like fucking 500 plus, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend that much. So I got like $150 extreme EQ that has the bag and the whip and everything, just to see what are the different things that. And then I'm glad now I can test out with the rosin press as well, to see what's less harsh on the lungs too, because I've been feeling it the last couple of years with the fires and shit.
Good morning, Green 13.
What's up?
Good morning, boys.
Yeah.
What's up?
Good to see you, man.
Welcome in, Green 13.
Cheers, Green 13.
Everybody all right?
Yeah. Good to see you. How's your weather? You got a beanie on. It must be cold outside.
It's cold, but it's bright blue sky and sunshine.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, I just opened the back door and let the dog out like you do. And I see her act a bit weird. So I look and I notice there's a dude in my garden. So the fence is down and he's obviously fixing the fence. So he's partly in my garden, partly in next door's garden. But I was like, I'm gonna see how this plays out. So my dog pads over. It's a big dog now. She pads over. She sees him. He didn't really notice. Then he notices, and she's like, "Rah!" And he's like, "Rah!" So I go open the door, and I called her back in. She's like, thanks.
It scared the hell out of him, huh?
Yeah, well.
Hey, you had to let him know you got a dog.
Yeah.
No sense putting a sign up if you got it. Just let the sign run free.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
My grandparents had one that said a bouvier flounder could reach the fence in 3.2 seconds. Can you? Or something like that. Some sort of beware of dog type sign.
Go.
Yeah, it probably said more than that. I don't know. I was just fucking.
Yeah. I like the one that says beware a dog, and the cat is shady as fuck too.
I like the one that says, "We ain't got nothing here worth you losing your life over."
Yeah. That's a good one.
We're
too.
poor, but we will still kill you if you come on my land.
All trespassers will be shot. All survivors will be shot again.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I want to get that tattooed right above my, a tramp stamp right there.
Yeah.
No
Or
trespassing.
something at least. Oh, go ahead, GreenFinger. I didn't think we had it, but
No, that was it. Just a no trespassing tramp stamp.
I was gonna say there should at least be something at least realistic. Like by the time you read, if you could read this, by the time you reach the property line, my dog will have your ass.
I keep on muting.
Or the ankle, anyways.
Yeah, the beware of owner instead. It's like don't mind the dog, beware of owner. That's my favorite.
Yeah, don't mind the dog. Beware
Yeah.
the owner.
I'ma fucking kill you.
Yeah.
My dog just.
I got bigger teeth than my dog.
My dog's just gonna be hungry afterwards.
My dog wants to growl at you guys.
Thanks for saving me the dog food bill.
Right? Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, so I talked to my cousin today. She's down in San Diego, and I think she has a place out in Arizona as well. On my auntie, and showed her a picture of my grow, and she was really excited about that. And I just am getting reconnected with one of my cousins. He might be coming out to give me a little assistance with fixing up my bathrooms, so I can get rid of some of my shit that I got sitting in the house here and put it where it's supposed to be. That's kind of a cool
That's
thing.
good. Assist you with your assist you smoking some herb, I'm reckoning.
Oh, I'm sure. And that's just fine. You know, I could deal with that. If he's going to help me build up my bathroom and get it done up, you know.
Yep.
That's good payday.
Get a little exhaust hole drilled or something.
No, I've got tile I got to put on the walls to redo the surround and more flooring on the floor. And I got a tub to install in the other bathroom. I got a water heater that I need to replace and put something else in. There's a whole lot of shit.
Nice.
And also tiles around. And I got all that stuff sitting out in my living room.
That's good, because the price of everything is going up.
Yes, it is.
That's true.
So everything, I mean, whenever I did a project, I would always gather all my stuff together, all my supplies, and then I would attack it.
Sounds like you're
Just
ready to attack.
So all my beans are popping. I have nothing to say. I'm gonna mute myself again.
We got 10 minutes till 4:20.
$55 to fill up my gas tank today.
Oh, it's just gonna get better from here on out.
91 pounds to fill up my wife's fuel tank, and they added a third to our gas and electricity overnight. A third, and they're reckoning that will double by the end of the year. Double our gas and electric prices. That's some. What's the fuck is our government doing? We take 5% from Russia, dude. 5% gas. It's nothing.
I was wondering how much do you guys get from that? Only 5%, but they're going to go
Germany.
There, huh?
According to your prime minister, he said it was 3% today. I was watching their live council thing or whatever, and he's like, it's only 3% that we rely on them for our.
But they're still
when are you guys going to revolt?
Well, it's a bit difficult to revolt because, like you, we're not currently involved. It's a UN thing, isn't it? So it's like I was talking to my wife. We're not really at war. They are, but it's just all these prices were coming anyway.
Proxy wars sucked, right?
Yeah, they suck for us.
Yeah, they do.
This Russian shit's nothing new to me. I lived with this shit my whole life. Fucking World War III.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, so Russia's doing shit again?
Yep. Well, they're actually dropping bombs and planes out of the sky lately.
Not cool, man.
Yeah.
I just liken this to like the two big kids in the playground, or the three big kids being the US, Britain, and Russia, maybe China there too. But it's like one kid starts doing whatever they want to do just to see how long it's going to take for the others to say something, or who's going to say something.
Don't think about us anymore, though. We don't have an army at all. I mean, you are our army. We just come butt lick you, and then we'll come. Like we got
I guess we're kind of one and the same,
but nothing substantial anymore. We just cut all that. All the while you've been building it up, we've been cutting it. So
we've been cutting it too. I don't know. Have we been building it up much?
I'm talking over the decades.
Oh, right.
I think Britain has a good hold on the financial system, and really, as long as you got a hold on that, fuck the military.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And they got the Vatican as well, so you're done.
I heard something. I heard something yesterday or today. I'm not sure, but Australia is buying a bunch of drones so that they can go surveil Antarctica.
Another colony of Britain.
Antarctica.
I mean, I prefer Canada. Australians are freaking, I don't know. They're kind of
they're kind
of British rednecks. You know what I mean? It's like
Canada. I forgot Canada, one of the largest countries in the world. Oh, I forgot that. British. And then we were to think that we beat the British.
She is huge.
Dude,
our
history books are a little fucked up. I'm just saying that. We negotiated a very good deal with the British.
She's a beautiful girl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl.
Look at that. That's some
good that is a bird dog, man.
Good genetics.
Yeah.
That's a bird dog.
She came back the other day with a bird foot about this big hanging out of her mouth. Grey bird foot. Crunching on its torso, like she didn't kill it, but
she just played with it a little.
Yeah. Right, out of the way. I'm wrong.
Yeah, she's a good-looking girl, man. Beautiful dog.
Thanks, man.
Specimen, definitely. So I can understand why that guy would have went, whoa.
Yo,
She's a big girl.
she loves to get rowdy as well. She loves a ruckus.
And is she pretty quick? She's getting agile on her feet now that she's getting bigger and filling into herself? Or?
I don't care about those teeth. It's those feet that worry me. When she smacks you with a paw, damn. You know
Well,
you
no,
got
what I'm
smacked.
saying is she good at, I mean, because she seems, well, she was clumsy when she was younger, you know, so she can get up and just hightail it now, right?
Yeah.
She's quick.
The funny thing is, in a field, she would easily catch and run with the deer, but in the trees, she looks like, you see the deer come through and they're like through the trees. It's amazing. Then you see her come through and she's all barking and fuck. It's like, shut your mouth and run, bitch, because that thing is losing you. And they're just super, super, you know, faster than her in the woodland.
But she loves it. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, when she comes back, we give her a round of applause, you know, because it's a little part of the game, isn't it?
I love your morbid gnomes there, GreenFingers.
I do too, man. I think those things are pretty awesome.
Hell yeah.
They are.
One dead gnome or two dead gnomes.
I like the skeleton gnome. I was aware.
Oh shit, he killed a couple of gnomes himself, huh? Oh, he ripped off the
Unicorn gnome.
Oh, the unicorn did it, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, that's a badass fucking little unicorn.
Not all sunshine and rainbows, huh?
I guess not. The guard horse.
Slander.
Too.
Of course, we got one gnome up his ass, so I imagine he's got a little instigation going on there.
Just little gnome hiding.
Happy 420 somewhere.
Shit, I gotta get out of here.
It's almost there.
Oh, it's
I got
almost
some
there.
big mushrooms, or Soka could use them for butt plugs. Pretty good size.
Too small.
Too small. Fuck. You're right. You're right. Damn.
Did you say it was for SoCal?
Got three of them.
Did I hear wrong?
Yeah, three of those for him. Just
Now, is that small in the length or the
That's
girth?
my favorite. So, he's cool. Fucking Michigan getting pounded with snow right now. Pounded. I doubt my
Right.
daughter will be having some school today. We got a fucking, yesterday, but the day before, we got an inch of snow, and then we got about 3/8 of ice mixed in on top of that inch. And
Can't even build snowmen
most
out
of
of
it,
that. Look,
No,
most
no
of
power
it,
issues.
no, thank goodness. We didn't get the wind, no wind with it, but we are
Wow.
currently getting on top of that inch of ice there, probably 3 to 5 on top of that layer of ice there.
that's gonna suck.
It was funny. We were talking about it today over on the lake. They're expected to race this weekend, like the short ones with the fin on top. I forget what they're called, but they were going to race them around the lake. And they're like, man, I don't know if that's going to be a good fucking idea because the lake is froze, but there's a fucking that layer of 1 inch of ice. There's basically the lake ice, a layer of slush, an inch of ice, or you know what I mean, an inch of rock hard ice and snow. And then, go to break through that when you're racing and hit that other layer, it'd be quite the mess. But now they're going to have fucking, like I said, 3 to 5 inches of fluff stuff on top of that. That shit's going to be a mess.
Yeah,
What are they
that's going to be a
racing?
mess.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh, it is.
Cheers. Cheers.
See how quickly we hit the dab.
Thank you, Bingus. Keeping us honest here.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
The song, I gotta take another one for the song.
I've got fucking extracts from like fucking shit you not. From when I had the email set up. Still. Fucking for Crowley extracts, man. I haven't even hit them, man. As soon as I put the email up, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put these up for a minute. Yeah, I got like some Shangri-La diamonds from Growley and shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Guardian Eagles.
Really? And I can't believe it. Shit, I've got stuff from Bigfoot. Miss Kiwi Delight's gelato, blueberry gelato. I don't know why I'm not fucking smoking. Look at that shit. Beautiful.
I bet that's nice.
Oh no, it is. And then I've got some of Growley's. This is sangria right here.
Nice.
This is the same strain I gave you, Green 13. I gave him, and he grew it out. And
yeah, that's right. He got a green apple type flavor though, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that crazy loud plastic flavor. I smoked some yesterday. It's so fucking loud.
Very unique.
Yeah.
It's got
But that thing was like 90% crystal as well, like incredible thing.
Yeah, I gotta pace myself this evening for fucking Remo in the morning. Man, I'm already on the fence. Fucking Crank Baby was like, no show in the morning? I'm like, yeah. I've already been sitting here fucking going, well, should I get that fucking 3 hours sleep? Or should I just power through until the end of Remo?
Yeah, I'm thinking you should be asleep now, dude. You should be kicking us out. It's like 5 hours time, isn't it?
No, well, yeah, less than 4.5 right now.
Oh, fuck. Because there's a countdown on your Insta, I think.
Yeah, that's if I were to just like wake up and stumble over to the computer. That'd be like falling asleep this second, made this chair probably. Wake up to the remote.
Why is it at this time? Because he wants some daytime shit or something.
So that was the only time slot offered, basically. Yeah, I tried to get him to become my time, and he was like, "Yeah, no,
I'm not doing that." Yeah.
Which consistently has made me giggle because he said that it was too late, right? But the last couple of nights when he's looked at my messages have been showtime. And I'm like, I know you're up. Cheers, Bingus.
Cheers,
Bingus. Take care, brother.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Yeah, he's up. He don't want to talk. It'd be like too early or too late or whatever. So I guess he's like, I'm too battered at that time of night. But everyone I've ever heard who's ever met him or had any communication with him has always found him to be awesome.
I used to love watching this show, man.
I always watch it.
Plants inside. I was like, oh,
I
God.
never miss it. Even his stupid, sitting around smoking videos, because they're good people. I just want to fucking, I can spend 10 minutes with Remo and the gang,
Yeah.
Just earlier tonight.
Every time
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, every time I'm trying to hit him up, he's had a good excuse. Hey, you want to try to come on the show? I'm gonna be in fucking another Spanibus. Gonna be in Spain. Oh yeah, that's a good excuse. You know what I mean? Every time he's had like totally legit reason why he's been super busy. But yeah. So with that being said, I just took with whatever I could get. 9 a.m. Yeah, I'll make that work. Oh yeah, see you then.
I was gonna say he's got to be up because he just let a video off like a couple hours ago. Like he just uploaded another video. He uploads like videos at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning over here. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, another video from Ramo? Like,
it's a YouTube thing too, though.
6 in the morning was the last one 2 days ago.
So is it 9 o'clock your time or 9 o'clock his time?
Oh shit. It's the same time.
9 o'clock here. Yeah.
Oh no.
9 o'clock my time.
Oh, is he in Michigan or?
He's in Canada.
BC,
Canada.
Yeah.
Right.
Sir, BC, I believe.
Is it about the same time frame or what?
No.
As far as Canada goes, no.
Oh shit!
Just kind of figure this out.
I'm about to actually go crash. Now that I think about it, because I have to because I have to do a couple things in the morning as it is, and it's either I can stay up and then catch like maybe the tail end of it and then run the errand I have to run, or take a nap now, wake up, watch the show, then go still do my errands like I still normally would. So I'm in that.
Oh shit! I'm glad I looked. I might be fuckity fucked, man. Oh.
Why?
What? It's not tomorrow.
It's today, but I looked at it and he got me confused.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He must think I'm on Pacific Standard Time. Because obviously. Yeah.
3 hours.
So basically, yeah, it says right here.
So that'd be
it
6
would be
a.m.
possibly to do early afternoon my time, or early in the morning might be easier for you, like 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
That's noon.
That's
your
fucking
time.
noon here. Yes, I'm all advertised for fucking 9.
That's fine. That's fine. You get some sleep and swap the advert over.
Spread the word, chat.
Yeah.
Somebody jump on IG.
There you go.
Fuck. I guess that works out.
What is
That
it?
works
2
out.
if by sea, 1 if by land, something like that. Spread the word, guys.
I tell you what, man, that's anybody that's doing shows, thinking about doing shows. You don't think about that shit a lot of times. You get like caught in your bubble and shit and fucking
Right.
not
Your time zone.
I've been burned by time zones. I don't know how many times. In fact, I've been burned once or twice by not just time zones, but days. Like logging Australian guests up and shit. Okay, we're good for the first. My first was there yesterday and shit. You know what I mean? they were. I've had that happen a couple of times. They're a day early on me, thinking, "Yeah, I'm here." I'm like, "Oh shit, here tomorrow." Oh fuck, man.
Dude, that happened to me. So the Dude Grow show, the DGC contacted me last summer, and their guy was like, "Well, we want to do like a run through your garden. We're doing like members gardens and stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And I said, "Well, you got to call me, 4:00 Central Standard Time. That's when my lights come on." So, okay. Well, they hit me up. Next thing I know, I got the dude on my phone, and I'm doing like a live with them, and he's like, "All right, let's see your garden." I was outside. I had a couple of plants out, just some 3 autos I was just fucking around with, and I was like, "Well, it's like 3:00, man. Like, my lights don't come on for an hour." He's like, oh well, that's not good. I'm like, "Probably not, right? I mean, you're doing a show." he's like, well, do you got anything you could show me? I'm like, yeah, I got these 3 little auto things going on here. You know, they were like only A big at the time. And I'll tell you. And he wasn't happy, and that was the end of that. So, like, I told your guy Central Standard Time, you know, to tell you.
Miscommunications. Yeah.
Apparently so.
It's funny how that happens, man. It's easy to do.
But it has been my issue, though, you know, especially like if I'm dealing with Chad and Peter, you know, if they ask us to do a show or something like that, there's always a specific time compute. Man, we went through it so many times. I've got DMs and emails and text messages, and it's funny. Okay, like what time? 9 o'clock, like 9 p.m. your time. You know, it's like you have to be so specific with all that, and read too, I guess, because I've made the
Well,
mistake.
my Eagle episode was at 10:30 in the morning, man. The next day.
Cheers, Cap. I didn't even know you were there, brother.
What's up, Captain 420?
Cheers,
Your
brother.
Eagle episode. I think mine was like 4
Captain
o'clock
can
in the morning.
testify to my scheduling messed up. What's up? Cheers, Captain.
We're sitting here in the hotel parking lot in Brighton getting ready to go to this Regen conference. I can't wait to see Mr. Smiley tomorrow. Brother Smiley, I love him, man. He's an awesome dude.
You saw him in the show today, right?
Yeah, the Regen conference starts here in a couple hours.
Nice.
Got a doctor's appointment. The truck goes into the mechanic, and I get a Uber ride back to the conference.
Oh, there
Good
you
thing
go.
I have some friends to get me back to the hotel too.
So it's like you got a day lined up, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tommy Triclones is going to be down here, so that's going to be really nice. Finally,
Watch out for that. Watch out for that gangsta. Tommy Tricones.
Wish you could be down here, Eagle. Be great to see
Me
you again,
too.
brother.
Yeah, I wish I could have made it down there. In fact, the fucking another weed nerd fucking reached out to me and fucking offered me fucking free lodge and everything. I was like, man, I fucking can't do it. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, I wish I could. I really wish I could, man. Fucking missing out on some good knowledge down there for sure. Much less a good networking opportunity. Fuck, man, if anything else, that's an amazing network opportunity right there.
Big time.
It's really something when you can listen to these panelists and you can ask them questions during their presentations and get your answers that way. And if you don't get your answers that way, you can approach them after their seminar. And, you know, a lot of times they'll say, hey, here's my personal information. If you have any questions, you know, shoot me an email or something. I'll help you out. And then all the people that are sitting there that, hey, you know, you live 5 minutes away from me, brother. I didn't know that. And we're 6 hours away from home right now. It's the networking, the people that you get to meet, the people that you see on these YouTube shows. And, you know, for me going up and shaking someone's hand and, you know, getting to talk with them and possibly even, you know, sitting there doing what we like to do and smoking with each other.
Exactly.
You know, and that's what it's about. It's about community in this group, and we need community. You know, when I got into it, really good bud was called Kind Bud. It was called Kind Bud for a reason, because the person that was giving it to you was really fucking kind at that time.
Friend with weed is a friend indeed.
How much are those tickets for that thing?
$450.
That's a chunker.
You do
How
get
much?
you do get a pack of seeds with those that really don't get released. And when you look at the networking, and for me, networking is what this is all about, because the strains I work with and I look for aren't around anymore. You can see 200 packs drop in 2 weeks, but they're all cookies, they're all runts, they're all selves. You know, nothing is back down to those 2, 4, 8 phenotypes.
So how many days is it?
How many days is that for that?
It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they start at 9 a.m. and they go to like 6, 7 p.m.
And
So it's 450 a day, or is
12?
So 450 is
you
all
too?
3 days. Oops, sorry.
It's okay. Do they feed you as
Smiley
well, or
was
what?
saying,
No. But, you know, you also have to look at, well, what happens when everything's done? You just don't go back to the room and sleep, do you? That's, you know,
Right.
You have to take everything into consideration. And, you know, I was talking with my mother, and she's an appraiser. And she said, you know, my seminars were 1,500 and they were 2 days, and that was it.
So it's 450 for the 3-4 days or whatever, right?
For the 3 days.
Smiley
yes.
was,
Then that's worth
Smiley
it.
was saying, the first 2 days were 12-hour days. 12
450 for
days.
1 day would be a bit
Jeez.
much in my opinion, but
You would
depends on,
have
like,
to actually miss some stuff out, because to try and
Right.
sit in a conference for 12 hours, you're actually
Right.
just going to go numb. It's actually going to be like, oh, this is fucking boring now. So you'd have to like do one, drop one, do one, drop one, something like that, I guess, speaker wise.
Well, each speaker gets like, I believe it's 2 to 3 hours. And a lot
Right.
of times they can't finish their presentation in that time. You
It's
know,
a
they kind
long
of have
time to
speed
be
it
on
up.
point though, isn't it? To learn, to do learning, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, you would get mentally exhausted.
Yeah, after like 2 days, it is mentally exhausting. That's why the breeders panel's on Sundays, so everybody can like relax a bit. But it is intense. It's like going and cramming for college,
Yeah.
a college course.
Wow.
And you're learning stuff that you would learn in college. You'd have to go to college to learn this, and this is our college. This is how we learn, or how I learn. I have to go to them twice. I'm that stupid.
Yeah. I mean, not yeah, you are, but yeah, I get it.
Well, but
guys,
that's good.
I'm gonna just slip out real quick because I want to take a power nap because I do have a couple errands I have to run. So, in the morning.
Yeah, and I think I'll follow you out there, my friend.
Yeah.
gentlemen, have a great night.
All right.
Peace.
Peace and love always, guys.
Later, Johnny.
Eagle, thanks a lot. It was awesome. Great show tonight. Very informative. I can't wait to meet this guy. Very good stuff.
Be a
All right.
good one.
Let's see who all is in here. We got Blind Cat. We got Green 13. Captain 420. Green Fingers. And always
So,
Stoney. We'll talk to you later, guys. Love you guys.
hopefully, you can still hear me as you go out there. I won't make it there, but Miss Elaine Ingram is actually doing a virtual one for free. And I think it's like March 31st there. So if you sign up early right now, you can register and do the virtual conference for free. If you look that up, if you guys are interested, I'll send you guys a link.
Oh yeah,
That's
where you
amazing.
register. Yeah,
absolutely.
So yeah, and you can do it from your comfort of your own home, probably video record it or screen record it for later use and take better notes. So.
Nice. All right, brother. All right, brothers. Thanks. I'm gonna duck out. Have a great day.
See you later.
15. Peace, brother.
Have a good day.
That is another thing with that conference. You know, you do get a link and you can go back and review because they are doing video of it. So you can go back and review what the people say. And Michigan actually does have a speaker that California didn't. So, you know, things do change up a little bit too.
No, that's actually a fairly cheap price for those amount of days, I would think. You know, or it's a decent price. I would figure it would be like $1,500, $1,200 for 3 days. You know.
You know, you can really realize that, but you know, there are a lot of people out there that do balk at that 450. But you know, you being an electrician, you know, there's some things that, you know, to stay up in what your state codes and everything, you got to go pay for those.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, 200 a day would be a fair price, I would think.
So you get 3 days and they're 12 out, like Eagle was saying and Smiley was saying, the first 2 days are like 12 hours. That's 24 hours right there.
Yeah,
so $20 an hour, you know, you're at 280 or 480.
Like we were saying a couple of weeks back, man, High Times was asking a similar price for the VIP pass there. Basically, fucking 420 for a weekend VIP. And that was
I did their
getting
VIP service before.
Yeah, that shit sucks, man.
Yeah, I got fucked.
Free gift bag. Well, it was at the later cups, man. They actually had tiers. They had general admission, and then they had, I forget what they called, like the in between, and then they had the VIP. So there was a few levels to it, with the VIP being the 420 weekend pass and the gaming tent and shit like that, but it wasn't.
I think it should be, everybody should just get in at a certain price, and that's fucking it. Nobody should get special fucking treatment. If you want to buy a shirt, instead of giving us $75, you just give us 50 and then go inside. And if you want to buy the shirt, then you give the extra 25 instead of giving us $75 up front, you know, a month before this thing even happens. I don't know. I don't like how they start, you know what I'm saying? It starts breaking everything apart now. Now you got people who have all this money that can, I just think it should just be one big fucking fest, man. And just like you go to a carnival or you go to a state thing, it's, you know, there's no VIP shit, you know, it's just, maybe there isn't something, I don't know. But
I think everybody should come out to Buddy's Clio Cultivation Cup and his events, because they're all free, people.
Dude, it was awesome. The only bad thing was the rain and then the blistering heat that followed it. But other than that, it was still a great time.
Always had fun. I'm looking forward to this round of Michigan events, to be honest with you. Summertime Michigan events right around the corner.
Yeah, and this year is going to be a fun year for those events before they start clamping down on them and making them regulated.
Right on. I'm gonna jump on Smiley's Lucky Time 444 and pop out early tonight so I can get a little bit of rest before Remo. Now I gotta I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I might be fucked, man. I'm gonna have to get up and at least like scout the situation at like 8:30. You know what I mean? Because I have advertised it. I wonder if he's already looked at it, shaking his head, going, "God damn it! Now I gotta get up 3 hours fucking early and shit." You know what I mean? It may just line up at 9 o'clock, and now I'm what I'd like to. Noon sounds so much better. I fixed it in the advertisement on IG. And then count down 7 hours, 7.5 hours looks pretty sweet right about now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
little bit of good nap time for then, but fuck, like I'm saying, I cover my bases. I'm gonna have to get up at 8:30 and kind of try to see what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? I might have to wake up and roll at 8:30 and shit. You guys are gonna see me. I'm gonna have like fucking a crusty in one eye and shit.
Shit. That's how.
Not
Yeah.
even fucking remembering what I'm supposed to fucking be asking and shit.
If we get an alert, if I get an alert, I know it's gonna be you because nobody else would be on that early that I watch.
Do your alerts make sounds?
This is kind of funny. No, mine don't.
Neither does mine. I don't even know that they go off. I set them, and then it's like I have to look at the bell. It's like, well, what the fuck? Then why do I even set an alarm? I could just get on there and look.
Mine go off like right, and I'm like the first one in chat, and then like I get to try to write cheers, and I'm like the fifth one. And I'm like, what the fuck? I try to be first every time.
Get up much earlier. All right, I'll fly out first. Eagle, love you, brother. Thank you. Blind Cat, Cap.
Later,
Who else is
Stoney.
left? GreenFingers. Love you guys. Chat.
Love you.
Have a good
day,
one,
man.
Look forward
Peace,
to seeing
Stoney.
you with Remo. Peace.
I'll follow Stoney out. Thanks for having me on for a little bit. I tried making it for 420, but I had to go upstairs and grab a paper.
Oh, I popped those. I popped those Pam, by the way. Ohio's Cabernet.
Did you?
Yeah, they're vigorous.
Yeah, when
man.
I was out in Las Vegas, I gave Blind Cat there a pack of Pam, and I gave Johnny a pack of Sour Diesel times Romulan.
Yeah, putting them to good use, man. Thank you so much.
How was the germination rate on those?
I didn't. I haven't counted them, but I noticed that there was a lot. So that was like the besides Amy's Aces, that was like the majority of, because I popped all of them. So I'll actually get back to you on that. I'll hit you on a DM or something.
Yeah, make sure you keep a mother of that around.
Definitely will.
All right, everyone. Have a good night. Robert, peace. Eagle, much appreciated, brother. See you soon. Love you.
Yeah, love you too, man. Enjoy that conference, brother. Yeah,
Man, that's
one
awesome.
good thing is about having friends is I ain't gonna make it to the conference, but I know for a fact there are presents being left for me there.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
So,
All right, GreenFingers. I'll see you later, brother. Eagle. Thanks, bro.
have a good one, brother.
You too, man.
Thank you for popping in, man.
Yeah, of course.
You are out of here.
All right, everybody. I love that he loves that he's got to be kicked out. I can't stand being kicked out because I see that countdown. Drives me nuts. All right. Thank you, Eagle. Great episode tonight, by the way. Fuck.
It's
Good
good
shit.
dude. I hope he joins in some, man.
Yeah,
You know what I
that'd be
mean?
cool. Be cool to get some more desert people in. People just don't believe that it could be done. Love you. Thank you. Everybody go plant some seeds. Or wait till next full moon to plant some seeds. Cheers, Eagle.
Well, that does wrap up fucking 583.5. I know it. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm sorry. No shout outs tonight. I gotta shave a few corners, get a few things done, flip flop a little bit of time so I can be here in a little bit. You should go back and catch that replay tonight. Nate was an awesome guest, Red Dragon Brothers. If you're not following him on Instagram, you should be. One excellent dude right there. Again, man, I'm bummed about the shout outs, but I'll get it. I'll get you guys. I'll get you guys. Don't forget to check me out, hopefully at noon, my time with Remo. God, I can't believe I fucked that up. Hopefully I didn't fuck that up. Possibly 9 a.m., but probable noon. I guess just kind of be ready or be ready for a replay. Oh man, I feel like I fucking out. I already feel like I've dropped the ball on this one. But with that being said, if this is the end of your day, your journey, please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, your journey, go out and take time for a little bit of self-love, a little bit of meditation, along the lines of your hopefully very, very prosperous day. Go out and try to find time to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. I'm a living, breathing example of that. With that being said, I will see you in just a few short hours. Hopefully with Remo. Urban Remo. Fucking what an amazing opportunity. I cannot wait.